And we are live. So hello everybody and welcome to the channel bobsales this time's next year. Again, I've got my good friend dukkencuvva with us and we are going to try and go for this toki gold. Should we start talking about the X-Men drop first, Mr. Dukkencuvva? I think we should mention it. What happened with that?
Sorry, I'm just tweeting out the stream.
Yeah, I was just doing the same thing. It's all right.
Look, I got to say, I'm not dirty about it, but they should have this covered by now, I would think. Maybe it's just because of, everything that's going on with Comic-Con and all that, but I don't know if that's really a good enough excuse.
It's a bit of a mess. Can you imagine being at Comic-Con and that happening?
Yeah, that's pretty bad. But, right? Yeah, it's one of those things, mate. It's one of those things. I'm not dirty about it, but a little bit disappointed.
I'm with you there. Let me pull this up 1 second. We'll play this video while no one's in here. That's all right.
How you doing, Gus? 1
second. I know we watched this video yesterday, but we may as well watch part of it. Hello everybody and welcome to the channel bobsales this time's next year. So we do have a lot of drops to get through this week. I have done a live read, so if you didn't see that, go back and watch that. I am going to get as many videos out.
No, but small.
Bear in mind they may be a bit shorter than a normal one. Doki is an international recognised best. So if you didn't see that, go back and watch that. But I am going to try my best to get as many videos out as I can. Bear in mind they may be a bit shorter than a normal one. Doki is an international recognised and iconic lifestyle brand based off the vision of Italian artist Simone Legno, with help from his partners, serial entrepreneurs Puni Mahaja and Ivan Arnold. Since debuting in 2005, Doki has amassed a cult-like following for its larger-than-life characters and, of course, great art style in itself. Doki obviously started as art form format. It's gone on to produce a range of products, including apparel, handbags, cosmetics, accessories, toys, and of course arcade machines. Simone was actually born in Rome, Italy, and from a very young age developed a deep love of Japan and fascination with world cultures. But it did take the unique talent of the artist and of course Ivan and Puni's business acumen. Doki has actually grown massively in a few years, not only down to its eye-popping cute characters, but also down to its partnership. Just some of the brands Doki has collabed with is Marvel, New Era, Hello Kitty, Levi's, Xbox, T-Mobile, Medicom Toy, LLB Baseball, Barbie, Canon, and obviously VEVE. And let's remember it's Medicom Toy and brandedism that's making the Banksy work. And the word Doki actually means sometimes in Japanese. The artist actually chose this word because he feels everyone waits for the moments that change one's destiny, if by chance or by meeting a new person. Simone's special moment arrived in 2005 when his designs drew the attention of both the entrepreneurs. Puni and Ivan are actually married, so by chance they come across his artwork and try to convince him to move to LA to build a global brand with them. Simone has also become a recent fixture at San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, and makes appearances at various locations worldwide for signings, promotions, and talks. So as I said, Simone is actually the CEO, founder, chief creative officer of Doki. He's essentially the artist behind it all. Puni is listed as the CEO and co-founder of Doki. She's actually been an entrepreneur at heart her whole life. Doki was actually her third company to date. Since its inception, Puni has overseen the growth of Doki in its global brand lifestyle. It was in 1995, Puni co-founded Hard Candy Inc., which is a color cosmetics company connected to nail enamel and cosmetic industries worldwide. It was in 1999 that she actually sold the company. And of course, she made a huge profit.
And our next guest up today on the show is Puni Mahaja. And she's a very interesting woman. The company that you had was Fingernail Polish, and you did a tremendous job on this company and have sold it.
Yes.
And are on to another company, Doki.
Now, Ivan Arnold is listed down as the president of the company. Not much about that, Mondo Digital Collectibles dropping blind box waitlist format Friday the 13th of October, and AMPT, which of course is 6 p.m. UK time. Let's read the idea behind the meat freezer of the perfect destroy, but to the addition. Little Boss is so that's also a very AMPT, which of course is 6 p.m. UK time. This price for this one is going to be 35 gems, and that is a big difference. gems. Mint size for this item is 500, so that's also a very big difference. And may actually be one of the lowest con items we have on the app today. Again, the first edition to be sold for public sale will be 41, and 90 will be kept by VEVE and the licensed source. Now this one does have one per account, unlike the last. And this also does have the 2.5 aftermarket selling fee. Now, this one in looks is absolutely beautiful. The silver and the gold texture is probably one of the best examples we have in the app. So we should probably mention that most of these do have physicals to match, and it actually started as a mini blind box series that cost 12 USD. Since then, most of them have been released into larger versions. A larger version also has a certificate with it, and it will cost you about 150 to 180 USD. We do know Tokidoki will be at New York Comic Con, and no doubt we'll have some physicals for sale. And if you haven't already seen the clip in the video, we do actually have a new series for Halloween coming out. So this could come in the form of an airdrop, or we could potentially just get another series closer to Halloween. Now the 13 gem one, I think we get that Halloween. Are slightly a bit higher than I would like. This is a con event. People are bullish at the event, so it probably will sell out just down to that fact. And of course, the entry price of 13 gems is pretty easy to get to. But are you willing to pay the extra to get the gold version? So I'm actually thinking both these drops actually sell out. This is also Tokidoki. We've had that in VEVE before, and we know it's a big brand. We're also at the event itself, so that's going to make people even more bullish to buy the drop. So let me know your thoughts. Like and subscribe, or Chucky will eat you. I've been your host, Bob Sales. This time next year, we will be at New York Comic Con. Peace.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Someone had to do it.
Dig that track at the end, man. Bit of 90s hardcore. Let's go.
Yeah, that guy's like, every time he's streaming, when he's playing a computer game, if he gets a kill, he starts having a rave in his bedroom. And like, he must be about 10. I don't know. He's not very old, put it that way.
Yeah, Gus, I reckon there will be a lot of L's today, man. I think everybody's going to go for this.
And, yeah, what's up, everyone in the chat, by the way? What's up, Big Else? Who else we got in there? And then we've got Gus in there. Yeah, I completely agree with you. That X-Men drop absolutely bombed this morning. Like, I don't know what happened there. All of us were waiting. It was so disappointing. And then it's 2 days later. I thought maybe it would be tomorrow or today. But yeah, 2 days later, it was not the greatest thing in the world. But at least it didn't screw up completely to where we couldn't get one, right?
Yeah, I'd rather they postpone the drop than us all be, cut out and everybody at NYCC picking them up.
Yeah,
that's worst
100%.
Case scenario.
Yeah, because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, oh no, if a couple of them have been brought, they're going to get taken back, or it's going to go that way again. So
yeah, look, I'm good with the postponing the drop thing. It just kind of sucks that it messed up in the first place. I'm hoping we don't have the same problem with this one.
Well, can you imagine being at the event and it going wrong? Like, because I know what the events are like, right? And if you're all standing there waiting for the drop, I'm not sure if the New York Comic Con is going to be the same because it's a bigger event, so there's more places to be. So not everyone's going to make it there every drop that's going. But I'm sure there's a lot of people standing there trying to wait for the drop, and I'm sure when that goes down, that does not go well. That's never happened. It never happened at the event I was at.
Oh wait, what's the time? 6:22. All right, not open yet.
Yes, about 7 minutes, 8 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to try and get in there early. I don't know whether it makes a difference or not, but I always like to get in there first because I have joined the wait list like 10 minutes in and I just don't seem to get anywhere with that.
Yeah, no, I always join as soon as it opens.
I was about to say, what about you? Do you ever join straight away or not?
Yep.
So yeah, there's going to be lots of L's. Gus, welcome back, mate. It's good to see you. Hi, Spen. It's good to see you, my friend. So yeah, we're just waiting for this drop, really. Waitlist opens in about 7-8 minutes. And there's not going to be many of these available. There's 410 with the 90 that's already took by VEVE. So hopefully this drop goes a bit better for us and we can actually land something. But I can't imagine we're going to see a lot of W's, I must admit.
No, I'll be gutted if I don't get it, though, man. You know me and Tokidoki. I picked up the set yesterday, except for the SR, because I don't have the gems for it. Got my palindromes. Happy as a pig in shit, mate.
Well, the worst thing about it is, because the X-Men drop was coming today, I know a lot of people were going to try and get 2 to 3 of them if they possibly could. And then we're going to hold them for a little while, not just sell them straight away. I thought that if you're going to sell them straight away, you might hold them for at least a week and then try and sell them if you're going to sell them, rather than selling them straight away to see what actually happens with the price. But now, because it didn't happen, a lot of people have now got a lot of gems waiting to be spent. And with the disappointment of today's drop, they're probably waiting to go for this one just for that reason.
For sure.
So
not only that, I reckon people are going to need their fix for the day, so they might actually go and buy stuff in the market.
Yeah, well, there is that as well. Well, what do you think the price is going to be on this aftermarket?
On this, I reckon that this could hit 150 to 200 bucks.
See, I'm gonna say 90.
90.
I don't know why. That's where I'm gonna stay. I think.
I don't know. The reason why I give it
90, but
the reason I give it such a high price is just because it's toki doki. There's the gold and silver dragon girl, which is selling for like nearly 700 bucks. There's less of these. There's less than half the amount of these available to the public.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I think people are going to want to pair this up with their gold and silver dragon girls. So I reckon that.
Well, even yesterday's Kaji, the common, I think, was a Kaji, wasn't it? And the ultra rare is a Kaji as well. So there's 3 different types you can pair up with. The aftermarket prices are not doing well on the last ones. Let me bring them up.
Yeah, but I'm not really surprised by that. I didn't think they'd go for much. People were just sort of gambling to get the SR to maybe make 20, 30 bucks.
So the ultra rare has gone up like $1 since I last looked. I actually sold my ultra rare, I must admit.
Did you? I've been trying to find one with a palindrome. I saw one there for like 80 bucks, but I'm not paying that.
I think I sold it for like 18 gems, 17 gems, something like that.
Hey, profit's profit, man.
But I wanted to because I was going to put some more money in for the gems so I could go a bit more extreme on the comic today and get the toki doki.
I actually sold. I have 3 of those secret rare Lincoln decks. I sold one of them for a small loss. I lost like about 18 gems on what I paid, but you know, it was worth it to have the money for these drops, I reckon. I got 2 more. I've got 2 complete sets of that. So
I'm surprised that uncommons. I'm actually surprised that one's 5 gems, pretty much. I thought that'd be.
I think they'll go up after the Comic-Con, but I don't expect it to hit retail price anytime soon. I think maybe it'll hit $10 if we're lucky.
Yeah, most of it should go up, I would think.
I don't mind though, man. I mean, for me, $13 is an absolute snippet. I mean, this is a brand that I really love, so you know, for me, it's all good.
Yeah, so I'm going to put it up on my phone as well because I actually prefer doing the drops on my phone rather than
same.
And I always like to back in and out the page before it comes because normally it don't load up straight away. I'm not sure.
What's that? You guys watching the influencer? The influencer boxing tonight. Is that still on? Are you talking about the Logan Paul fight? I didn't think that was still on.
Hope this drop goes well. I hope this goes well too, mate. I hope this goes better than the last one. You got 3 minutes till the waitlist opens, by the way. You guys watching the influencer boxing. So funny enough, I was going to ask dukkencuvva about this because I've seen a lot of reactions to the Dylan Dennis and the Logan Paul fight. And last night when it was all going live with a microphone and stuff, I was actually watching all this. And I was like, man, there's so many people going live to this right now. They haven't been copyrighted for watching it on stream. And I thought I'd love to actually do a reaction video to just that for today because it was pretty funny. And I've been watching the whole thing from the start. I know about the Coffee Zillia, like both of them being on there as part of a scam, like before, obviously, today's video, like all the videos leading up to that. I've watched all of them. And yeah, like the fight itself's a bit of a joke. And then the microphone got thrown yesterday, hit Logan straight in the face. And
I saw a clip of that just this afternoon. But I know you're an MMA guy, but I like boxing, man. Like I dig a good boxing match. So I might check it out.
I'm MMA all the way, but when it comes to them sort of fights, I do like have a little interest in watching them sort of things just for the sake of it. And then you got Tommy Fury versus KSI as well. And obviously KSI should get battered. So Tommy Fury's an actual boxer. He's not a very good one, but he's an actual boxer.
Tommy Fury, I don't know who that is.
Well, he's related to the bigger Fury. So
Tyson Fury.
Tyson, yeah, he's his brother.
I dig Tyson Fury,
But
man. I didn't even know
Tommy's
his brother was a boxer. I might
yeah,
check that out as
Tommy's
well.
younger, but he's not as popular. He's done a couple of things on Love Island and stuff like that. That's how he actually met his wife and stuff like that. So he's been more of a celebrity recently than a boxer. But he also went against Jake Paul first, and he beat Jake Paul.
Yeah, big shock.
1 second.
But yeah,
he only just beat him though. I was surprised they didn't knock him out or anything. But this KSI bloke, he's going to get knocked out in 1 or 2 rounds, I think, because he's a hell of a worse boxer. His last win was by elbowing the boxer in the face, and the ref didn't notice it at first, and like he's cheering away, but they took that away in the end. But yeah, the wait list is about to open in 30 seconds. I'm just waiting for it.
So that's tonight, you said, Gus. I got to check that out, mate. I got to have a look.
Yeah, I don't know whether the fight actually tonight, Gus, because I've been seeing the build up all week long. I think it probably is tonight or around.
I actually heard that the fight was off because Logan missed the weigh-in or something.
Well, no, it's because Dylan Dennis threw the mic at his face and cut his face. Because Logan, the thing is, everyone's blamed Dylan for this. Waitlist is open.
All right, let's get in it.
Or it should be. Oh, come on. Why now opening?
Stop it. Come on now. Don't do it to me.
Here we go.
Can we join?
Yay, we're in.
There we go.
No problems. That's because there's not
happy days,
100,000 people trying to go for it. But yeah, because he threw Logan threw a bottle at Dylan first. So you can't blame anyone else but Logan, because obviously if you're going to throw a bottle at someone and he's got something in his hand, he's going to throw it straight back at you, right? That's just reaction. Of course. So he went basically up to Logan's face and he was about an inch away and he just went whack. Instantly you see the blood coming down his cheek, and then the security tried to like hide him and then run him off. And then ever since then he's come out with a mask on his face. And now everyone's saying, well, his face is obviously going to have a black eye or something because he hit him pretty hard. He's definitely cut, put it that way. So the fight should be off.
Ahead, man. I want to see that. I don't care whose ass I see get kicked. Just
because when you get cut, normally the commission would just call the fight off and say, well, you can't fight now. That's just stupid. So I don't know how they're managing it, but Mike Perry was the stand-in, and that was just in case Dylan Dennis pulled out. And Mike Perry's like an MMA guy as well, but he's like done bare knuckle boxing recently, and like he's a warrior. That guy, he's like lethal. He's crazy. He's batshit crazy. Like even when at one point his nose was like this in an MMA fight, and he's looking. And he's looking after the fight at his nose, and he's just putting this funny face at his nose because you can see how bent it was. It was crazy. Oh. But yeah, he'd kill them both. That Mike Perry. So I was hoping Mike Perry would go against Logan Paul, because Mike Perry would actually kill Logan Paul. Whereas Dildo Dennis, I'm not so confident. But then when I watched the lie detector test the other day with Dylan Dennis, right? And the other night they put Dylan Dennis on a lie detector, and the guy passed nearly every question. And all these questions, I didn't think he was going to pass. It was absolutely crazy.
For example,
like some of them was, do you think you're going to win the boxing match and stuff like that? And he had 100% confidence in himself, whereas I didn't think personally he would be so sure. And then some of the other things, one of them was, would you fight Francis Ngannou? Would you beat Francis Ngannou in a boxing match? And he lied about that one. That was quite funny because obviously he'd never beat. But then when it comes to the MMA one, he's like, would you beat him in MMA? And he was like, yes. And he was like, yeah, it's true. And like Francis Ngannou is like double the size. He's the one that's actually going to be fighting Tyson. So yeah, it was quite funny, I must admit. But I've been watching the whole thing, and the lie detector test like shocked me because Dylan's an MMA guy, but he hasn't fought for like 3 years. And then even when he has fought, he's fought in Bellator, and he had like 2 like subpar fights with some people that were barely fighters at the time, if that makes sense. But he's got like legit jiu-jitsu championships, which is like his biggest thing. So he's definitely like, he's up there, but no one's really seen him fight for ages. And the last time he got into a fight, the security guard choked him out on it. Yeah, it was all crazy. So yeah, it was pretty funny. Just checking we're still in this.
What about you, Gus? I guess you're going to watch it, eh? It was Gus that asked, right? Yeah, Gus.
1 second. Just
I
replying
thought
to
it
a
was
message
funny
on-
on that CopyZilla video where they were talking about the Omi scam that these guys were running. And watching these dudes, you know, sitting across the table from each other going, "You're a bigger scammer. No, you're a bigger scammer."
Yeah. Well, I watched that interview come up. I watched the interview come up, and then as soon as they started saying it to each other, because one was saying, well, I think it was Dylan that first come up with it. It was just like, well, you've scammed all your people with this crypto zoo project. And he's like, what are you talking about? He's like, CoffeeZilla's just done a video on you scamming people. And they both are legit, like both scammers, I must say.
Yeah. Well, I never even heard of this Danis dude before, so I don't know. But I knew about I mean, like I was saying to you earlier, I've been watching CopyZilla for a long time, so I knew about the Logan Paul stuff, but I think most people did anyway.
Yeah.
Dylan, but how much...
even the MMA people don't like Dylan.
Yeah, right.
And yeah,
how much damage do we
rooting
reckon
for him
this video is going to do, actually, this CopyZilla thing? How bad do we think this is?
Well, it's bad that he's mentioned Omi altogether, but he wasn't like saying it was like fully Omi and the founders, if that makes sense. It was the two parties. But the fact that he's mentioned it whatsoever, if you're watching any of CoffeeZilla videos, most of the time you're not even into NFTs or VEVE or anything like that. I've watched him for about 3-4 years, and I wasn't into VEVE or NFTs back then. And if he'd have said that, I'd have been like, yeah, stay away from that one. Yeah. So that's the only problem. Even though it weren't about the people themselves. Well, it kind of was with one of them, weren't it?
Well,
we don't know what happened to that guy. But then we all kind of knew that months ago with that same guy. That's been floating about for ages, that stuff.
It hasn't had a negative effect, though. I'm just looking, and since that video came out, the Omi's pumped like 4%. So,
well, maybe it's people started to buy in.
Yeah,
I did leave a comment under that video, I must admit, and I was like, look, as a big fan, I've watched you since before collecting NFTs and stuff like that. I was like, but I must say, like, in the situation of Omi, like, it's not a rug.
I left a comment on the video.
I was just like, in the nicest way possible, it's not a rug. I was like, I believe in VEVE. I kind of believe in the Omen token, but I was like, I believe in more in the VEVE aspect of it, the NFTs. I was like, because if you see what they're doing, they're not like JPEG NFTs. I was like, it's a proper company. I was like, I make videos on exactly that. And I have done for 2 years. So I was like, you're more than welcome to check my channel out. And I was like, I don't get paid by them. I don't do anything. I'm just here watching. So,
yeah. Well, I left a comment as well, you know, saying, you know, Coffee was right to make this video. But I encourage anybody to actually go and look into the Omi token because the way he sort of like paints it is not really what it is. Yes. And, you know, Ben Cadenzi hasn't had anything to do with the Comey for years. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they're actually in court with the guy. I might be wrong about that, but
it wouldn't surprise me. I am going to enter this waitlist just on this one, just in case.
Yep.
Even though it's the same bloody account.
Yeah, we got Jimbo, got Big Oz.
I didn't want to jinx it by not going on. Yeah, say hello to the chat. Can you still not pull up the chat? Or like...
I can see the chat, but I can't. I did get a message yesterday saying that I was a mod for your channel.
Do you not have the three dots? When you hover across the chat, do you not have the three dots?
No, I don't have it.
Oh, so you can't remove anything still then? That's weird. Because you should be able to remove stuff now. But Ronnie Lighto, good to see you, my friend. Waitlist soon. Thank you for that. Gus Hall, yeah, mates fight tonight.
Manchester Arena.
Yeah, it's tonight. Ooh. Only thing is, with them fights, right, I wouldn't advise you to illegally stream anything with, you know, YouTube and all that. But with them fights, they're so not locked down. Like, you can literally watch them on a stream somewhere tonight. You'd be able to watch them on a free stream. I'm not even lying. Like, with the UFC, you wouldn't find that shit anywhere. You wouldn't be able to. It's so locked down, copyrighted.
Yeah.
Like, with copyright, for instance. Whereas with these smaller fights and these random promotions, they're pretty easy to find. So if you're going to buy them, if you're not desperate to watch it straight away, stay off your Twitter, stay off your YouTube and that. But tomorrow, it'd be directly on your YouTube for you to watch.
To be honest, mate, I don't really even care if I see the result before I see the fight. I just like watching the fights.
See, I normally do, but only when it's like UFC and stuff and a big fight.
And to be honest, mate, I don't really follow what's going on in boxing. I usually just watch classic fights from, you know, like 5-10 years ago.
But I normally tend to watch the bigger fights in boxing. but only certain boxers as well. I'll watch like Tyson Fury fights, for instance.
I'll watch that. But that last, what was that fight with the? Oh, it was the rematch that they did like a few months back.
I'm trying to think of his name, the big bomber. Oh, I don't know how his name's gone from my head. Wilder. That's the one.
Wilder, that's it. Yeah,
yeah.
That was a bit of a rubbish fight, I reckon. It was a bit boring.
I don't know. It depends which one you see, though. I think there was 3 of them, weren't there? The one where Tyson got knocked out at the end and then come back from out of death. I don't know how he done that. Like, he should have never woke up. Like, he was literally out cold on the floor. And then within the last 2 seconds, he just rose. What's the time? What time are we on? So we've still got 20 minutes till the drop. Let's just say hello to everyone quick. Jimbo Lee Lingo. Hello, Masters. Hello, my friend. It's good to see you like always.
I love saying his name, man. It's musical. Jimbo Lee Lingo. I love it.
Yeah, I know. I wonder if it's a made-up name or if it is actually Jimbo Lee Lingo. Who else we got in here? Gussel. I want to see Logan Paul. I want to see Logan Paul lose. Yeah, I definitely want to see Logan Paul lose. That's why I tend to watch all the Jake Paul and Logan Paul fights. Although I prefer watching Jake Paul lose because he's an absolute douche. Whereas Logan's a bit more easier to palate, but he's still a douche. So
yeah, for real. Got to give them kudos though, man. I mean, they've done a lot.
There is that.
I mean, they're dodgy as hell, but man, they've achieved a lot.
There is that. That's what I mean. He's all right because he can pay for all his protein shakes and stuff because he rugged on the
personal trainers and all that gear.
Yeah, that's the only thing with that. If you're rich enough, you could do anything, right? And you've got no responsibilities. Well, he kind of has because you've got the channel.
Yeah, Omi is up, Gus. I was just looking at it. It's had a nice big green candle. I actually went and sold all the Omi about an hour ago that I've got on the exchange because I do expect it to come back down and I'll buy back in again. I've got a bunch of Omi on the app as well, but I had some on the exchange that I... Hey, Arcade, how you going, brother?
Sorry, I keep pressing comments by accident. My arm's in the wrong place, so I've not even moved on yet. But yeah, it was up, Gus. You're right about that. Double quill. I don't know what to think. Or the sheep. What was that about? You any the wiser, dukkencuvva?
Oh, maybe she's talking about the fight. I don't know.
Oh, right. Yeah, maybe. Sorry, I don't care even. That got to be the fight. I love you, dukkencuvva. Please care about us. Sean. Hey, what's up, bud? How you guys doing? Yeah, we're not too bad, mate. We're just waiting for this toki doki. It does look like we're in the drop list. It does look like the wait list is working even. So it looks like we're going to be able to get in here. How many more minutes? We've still got 20 minutes. We've still got a bit of time. Let's go through these. Not my name, so it's not Jimbo's name. Did you see Jimbo's belt? Oh, yeah, you was with us, weren't you, the whole time?
Yeah.
Man, absolutely wicked. Is. I can't remember if I made that into a short or not. I was going to make that into a short, but I couldn't, because shorts, you can only do them a certain way. I was wondering whether to spin them round or not, because you can do it like that. What's up, Arcade? It's good to see you, my friend. Are you not live yourself at this point? Shouldn't you be live? Or have you been missing all the drops? Saying that,
he had a good stream earlier, man. He was on there with D, Hinano, and Biggest Bro. Oh, and I think BE showed up as well.
Is he not gone to Comic-Con?
Arcade? No, I don't think so.
I thought he went. I thought he would have went to Comic-Con. Who else we got in here? Just close. Okay, Toki Doki and no X-Men. Yeah, the X-Men went wrong. That was absolutely shocking. But we have got Toki Doki, and it is one of the better drops. But there's only 410, so there's going to be a lot of disappointment for a lot of people. So we don't know what's going to happen here.
Man, it's already, even before the drop, it's kind of bugging me because I know that 99% of people really don't care about the Toki Doki stuff, and I'm a big fan, man. I've got to have one.
It's going to be a flip. That's why it's going to be a flip
for most people. I won't flip it.
I think I'd probably flip it if it's the right price. I mean, I've sold the other one yesterday, but that's because I needed gems. I'm a bit broke this month, so I'm just waiting now. I've actually come out the wait list here.
Have you?
Yeah. Have you checked yours? Check yours again.
No, I've still got the leave waitlist button.
Mine has just gone out the wait list. It's still on the PC, but that's not a good bloody thing because that means I'm already jinxed. Let's go down this list. What's up, Inanno? It's good to see you, my friend. How you feeling about the X-Men drop? a bit gutted, but I know a couple of people are happy because it went wrong and they were missed and they were actually out. I know Anand actually missed it himself because he was out. So he's happy because it's postponed a couple of days. I know there's a couple of people at the event that missed it too because they messaged me saying they're glad they're happy. So, yeah, some people are happy. Some people are. I'm not overly happy because I was hoping a lot of people would have spent their gems on that drop before this drop come, because now everyone's going to be able to hit the button on this one. Whereas
like I was saying earlier, Hinano, it could have been a lot worse. You know, I mean, imagine if the drop went fine for all the people at Comic-Con and the drop just sort of came and went and we never got nothing. You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not great, but it could have been a lot worse, in my opinion.
That's the only thing I don't like about it, though. The fact that there could have been people around VEVE's booth, new people, possibly going for their first drop, and then that happens. Can you imagine? That's the only thing I don't like about it. Because I mean, accidents happen, but I mean, if that was your first drop and that was your first take on everything, you'd be like, oh, well, what sort of company is this? So
I'm not too worried about it. It's not a great look, but I don't think it's going to kill them in any way. So,
wonder if we get over flooded with X-Men. Yeah, I think maybe that is what happened. I think that's what Volt said earlier. That maybe it was just we couldn't handle it right then, because at the time I think everyone that was still here was probably still going for that drop. Even if you've not been paying attention, even if you just read the articles every so often and you're still holding all your stuff, I can imagine if you see that pop up, you're still going for that drop, right? What do you think, Dukkencuvva? What do you think about the prices on the X-Men when it comes?
On the X-Men collectibles or the comic?
On the comic.
Look, you know, people complain a lot about you know, the numbers in this market. But like I said, I think it was on your birthday stream, I don't think that really matters, because I mean, if you think that this is as good as it gets, then what are you still doing here? If you believe in the future of this company, then 10,000 editions is absolutely nothing for a comic this size. So you either think it's going to get better or you don't. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm quite happy with the numbers.
I was about to say I'm quite happy with the 10,000 because it means I might actually get one.
Yeah.
If it was 7,500, that's where it's a bit more of a struggle to get stuff all the time, especially on a book like this.
So I don't really agree with that argument concerning the number of editions, but the $20 gem price, I can see why people aren't real happy about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I quite like the 20 gem price as well, because it just means there's less you can buy.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
No, I'm good with it, man. I'm good with it.
So there is some people excited about this drop. By look, is everyone else going for this drop in the chat, or at least trying to go for this drop? I mean, I think it's a good drop myself. I like the ones yesterday, and I went for 2 or 3 of them yesterday. How many did I go for yesterday in the end?
I think you went for like 5 of them, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I might have, you know. I think I might have, and I just forgot. I know I did.
Or was that that might have been the addiction?
Yeah, I
went for 5.
5 with the comic. I got the secret rare. I still didn't sell the secret rare. And I see the physicals come out, and there's like metal versions, but there's only like 10 of them. Oh, man. And they look so nice as well.
I got to say, man, I started reading that comic last night. I got about 3 pages in. I was like, you know what? I'm not real impressed with this. It's kind of like jumping all over the place.
Yeah, that beginning bit's not the greatest. I must say, I read the first couple of pages, and it takes like a minute to get back into it. And then I was a bit confused how it jumped from one page to the other.
Yeah, it was just like I was going back, going like, did I miss something?
yeah, like that. Yeah, I thought the same. You didn't see the whole kidnapping or anything.
Yeah, they just go, here's my boyfriend. Now I'm a captive of the cartels. I'm dead, but I'm not dead yet. You know, well,
it's a good idea. I need to have one for my room, because they might hold value later on. You never know.
Well, it depends on how well it's received by the physical collectors, I think. And I think the artwork in it is really nice. I really dig the artwork.
I think it got overshadowed a bit by the Marvel one. That's the way it seemed. Because I see a lot of people going to the Marvel booth to get that one before I even see a picture of the Diction one anywhere.
I saw a couple of shorts that MC put out earlier about both the VEVE booth and the VEVE giveaways just being absolutely flooded with people.
Yeah.
So that's positive. Now, whether that's all homies, VEVE people or not, doesn't matter. People are going to see that this is something that people, are in competition to get. And that is a good look.
I still can't believe the party with all the women hanging off the ceilings.
Oh, that was nuts.
I was just like, what the hell's going on here? I was just like, that was not what I expected.
I said on the stream yesterday that must have been like a proper Comic-Con party, not just VEVE and New York Comic-Con, but VEVE and Ron English. But I think that's what it was, just VEVE and Ron English.
Yeah.
And because William May put out a little video where he's sort of like walking around, filming him setting the thing up, and it was not nearly big enough a room to be like a proper Comic-Con thing. So it must have been VEVE that put that on.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying that it seemed like it was like they should have got a bigger venue.
Yeah, a lot of people. I saw a couple of posts going like the place was packed, could barely move in there.
So I reckon.
Oh, I'm jealous, man. I would have loved to have been there.
Yeah, I think that was the one to go to, I must admit. And then you never know, you could go next year and it could be completely different. No physicals, no nothing. And then just see the other gold logo.
Yeah.
Damn,
no arcades, unhappy about that one.
Another reason to slap me in the head for that. So yeah, I see that as well. Yeah, I see VEVE arcade video on that yesterday, funny enough.
But he's right. I mean, there is a lot of favoritism going on, and it's a bit annoying to see.
I'm surprised they dropped it to already holders.
Yeah.
I thought if anything, they'd probably just give it away to someone else. Because you can actually, because I don't know what the prices are on them, but I can imagine.
Well, when I looked at it yesterday, they were selling for about $1,000.
That'll probably go up yet, no?
Well, I don't know though. I mean, because there's no utility on that logo, is there?
No, not apparently. No, apparently not. But it could just go up with the others. I'm not sure what the others is on. I daren't look. I daren't look just in case. Right there, 1 second. Let me just pull this drop thing on from my phone quick. So we've got 9 minutes still to go before this drop. Oh, can't believe 500 editions. Well, 410 editions. It's con exclusive. This is the Toy Tokyo version. That is actually like a partnership as well with that. So it's a special version. Although I couldn't find the actual one, I must admit.
Well, I mean, is there a physical for this one?
I would have thought so, because most of the others are physical. So I've got a funny feeling this may actually be at the event because it's a con exclusive. But I know a lot of the con drops are con exclusives, right? But I know Toki Doki are there, so this might just be selling there.
Yeah, and I mean, I did look for the Dragon Girl to see what the prices were for the physicals, and the only physical I could find was the black and silver one, the uncommon. I couldn't find any of the other ones that we've got on VEVE.
Yeah, they're not cheap. They're definitely
no, but I mean,
cheap.
I couldn't find physical versions of them. Like, I couldn't find them.
Yeah, I found a couple. I found the first one, the second one, but with a different pattern on the chest. So I'm not really sure if you can call that the same. And then what? I didn't find the secret rare. That wasn't anywhere. That wasn't listed anywhere. And then I found the ultra rare, but on a face mask. So that was a bit random.
Oh, okay.
And that was the only place to see it. No physicals, just... Well, there's probably more. And I think this gold one exists, but I'm not sure where, I must admit. Let's go down this list. Yeah, that's Hananu. Yeah, that's true. It's a bad look for new users. Yeah, it is a bad look for new users, I must admit. When you're at the event, I'd be so disappointed. Imagine being a VEVE user as well, being at the event. It'd all run through your head. You'd just be like, oh, no, not again. Like, really?
Yeah, really? On this one? No. But at least we're there in numbers to talk to the people who are new users and let them know, yeah, okay, like this is the deal and this happens. So that, there's going to be like a bit of a safety net there for a soft landing on the people who had a bad experience there.
It's the only thing, first time using, that would suck.
Yeah.
So what's the chances, and do you reckon either of us are going to land one of these drops?
Oh, don't ask me that question. I don't know, man. I'm like...
So I'm ready. I'm poised. There's 6 minutes 43 left. I'm poised and ready. I'm waiting, my fingers on the trigger. I'm just trying not to hit the leave waitlist button right now.
I mean, one way or another, I'm going to get one. I'd just rather pay 35 than $200.
Yeah, well, I've got I think I've got like 85 right now. And I need to still go for comics, but I can always put more money in tomorrow.
Oof, I can't.
So
What I've got is what I've got.
I've got to try and hope it's less than that. And then do you buy it straight away, or do you just wait for the next couple of days for it to go down? There's always that
I couldn't
hard
buy it
choice.
straight away in any case.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with this one. I've got to be honest.
Right, waitlist closes in 50 seconds.
Come on. Yeah, hopefully it don't break on us. Come on, keep us in, keep us in. I'm just watching it and making sure it's not going to break on us at any point. Because if it does, I'm going to panic. And I'm going to do a BE and start whacking my head off the table. Coming up any minute.
Come on. Another 5 minutes.
It looks good anyway. It looks good.
Yeah. I'm glad I could be here for this, actually. I was supposed to go to a mate's birthday party. A friend of mine invited me to another friend's birthday party. And I was like, yeah, I'll be keen. And then he sent me a message today going, yeah, like the theme is Burning Man. You got to come and dressed as if you're going to Burning Man. And he sends me this like itinerary of the day. It started at like 1 o'clock and from 1 to 2, it's meditation and then touch therapy and like a hug session. I'm like, you know what, man? Let's not and say we did.
Maybe you needed the hug session. Maybe you could have done with it. 4 minutes left. I brought these Pokemon cards the other day, right? I brought some Pokemon cards. I bought some of them pudgy penguin things. Did you see the pudgy penguin?
Yeah, these pudgy penguins. I've got to pick me up something.
Yeah, so I brought some because the fact that they're in England.
Yeah, right.
And then I opened one on stream the other day, and it happened to be when no one was watching. And then I realized that the AMA was on. So it all kind of went tits up. So I brought some Pokemon cards to open and some pudgy penguins, and I still haven't opened any of them yet. I opened some of my Pokemon cards, and then the cat actually squashed them and bent them all.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if there's it, because I even asked Kobe Collects. I was like, "Is there anything you can actually pull from Pokemon, like from new sets of Pokemon cards, that's actually like worth holding?" And he's like, "Yeah, there's plenty of things you can pull. We just got to search up each set." And because like I give all mine away when I was younger, and like I would have been a millionaire if I'd kept them.
Yeah,
like, I've tried to not buy any more Pokemon stuff. And then after I started to receive Pokemon stuff, I was just like, I'm gonna have to start buying some. So I brought some cards to open, and then just didn't open them.
I gotta have a look at my girl's got she's a big Pokemon fan, and she got a big collection of cards. But she doesn't, she obviously doesn't think about the value of them. They're just cool little Pokemons for her. I'm going to go through a collection and see if there is actually anything in there that's worth something.
You should, because you'd be surprised. All the cards I pretty much had in my deck at that time were all worth money. It's really shameful. It's really hard to look at, I must say. And it's like these, these pudgy penguin things. They're supposed to have like a code inside. And it's like some sort of... I'm not sure whether it's... No, I'm not sure whether it's an NFT or whether it's part of their actual, like, their play site or whatever.
Yeah, their little
world. They do NFTs, but I think they've got like a little world. And I went in there and I got like a couple of different pairs of clothes and stuff to dress the penguin in. I'm not sure if you can actually do anything with them or not, because at the time I was looking and then the VEVE AMA come on, so I just skipped off of it.
Speaking of which, William May was just saying that he got a bit of an interview with David at Comic-Con, and they're just sort of working on the editing, so we might get a little bit of alpha from David in the next couple of days.
Yeah. So you got 2 minutes 23 left. Hopefully we can get this.
Give me this one. Give me.
I was about to say that. I was just thinking that if I get this, I'm going to be really surprised, because I cannot see it happening. And if we get it, there's probably a bit of a worry there that we've managed to get it.
Yeah, but I mean, for me, it doesn't matter because I am thinking of selling it. So,
yeah, well, hopefully you get one then. Well, obviously, if I get it and it goes for a good price, that's the first thing I'm going to do with this one.
Yeah,
pays for more X-Men. I wish I'd have kept my ultra rare though. What I sold yesterday, I should have kept that till this one dropped, and then sold it maybe later on, because that could go up just for the fact that you're pairing it with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I personally don't like these the Tokidokis that dropped yesterday. I don't like them as much as the Unicornos and the Mermicornos. The common and the uncommon are very cool. The rest of them, yeah, kind of like filler for me. But I'm going to get the set anyway because it's Tokidoki. I've got to
say I like these ones. Although I do like the Mermicornos with the unicorns that look like water and stuff.
Yeah, the Series 2s, they're good.
Yeah, I do like them ones. I mean, for 13 gems, it's worth a poke, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think those Unicornos and Mermicornos dropped for like 6, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, less than a minute. Come on, baby, give it to me.
I'm hoping the 35 gems puts people off, but I don't think it will. Everyone likes gold.
Nah, nor do I. Yeah, good luck to you too, Jimbo.
Everyone in the chat if you're still there. Have a look who's still in here. Jimbo Lee, good luck, VEVE fam. Good luck, everyone in the chat. Hopefully, we can land something. Hopefully, someone lands this. But yeah, in the future, Gus, if you're still there and you do want to stream like that, I might actually do that. Where we look at the fights and stuff. Because I felt like streaming half of that stuff all week. It was so funny watching some of these rap things. I was just like, I should just do that for today. Just for a one-off, just for the sake of it. Especially when I see the mic get thrown. So, yeah.
Come on.
Nearly there.
No!
You bastard.
Didn't get it.
Didn't get it. L's all around by looks of it. I'll bet you any money. Oh, man.
Yeah, that sucks.
I am actually going to wait for the rebound, though, because I don't know. Something's telling me some people won't buy this. I'm hoping. Man.
Double Quill took an L.
I think we all did, didn't we? Did anyone get anything in the chat? L's. No.
Jimbo.
No. Yeah, no, I got nothing.
Yeah.
Damn it, man.
Yeah,
the market don't open till how long now?
10 minutes.
So we just wait for that as well, because I want to see. I don't like the bit where it says calculating and the remaining additions. That annoys me.
Yeah.
I must say.
Hopefully there'll be some rebounds.
Oh, mate, I can't believe that. I was really hoping we'd get something in there. Looks like Ronnie's got an hour as well. So no one's got this. I wonder what Twitter's saying right now. I don't dare click off my screen, though.
Another L from Wes.
Let me see if anyone's got anything on Twitter. I don't see anything. Oh, these are all from 5 hours ago. Why does Twitter do that? 2 hours. Why is it all showing 2 hours still? I want to see now. Well, Twitter's not going to help by the looks of that. Wake up, Twitter. Oh, there we go. Look, someone's got one. Oh, no, they didn't get it.
Missed it.
No, it was.
All right, you know what? I'm not unhappy seeing all these L's. Maybe there'll be some rebounds. Come on.
Yes, 2 minutes left. I'm still going to go for the rebound. I was just seeing if there's any W's here. Sorry, not in time. There's a W.
No.
By the looks of it. Secret rare, 185 as well. It's quite a nice number. They are all free. There's Tommy there. Funny enough.
I don't think there's going to be any rebounds on this one.
No, I've got a funny feeling they've all been brought. Can't see anything else. Well, not a lot of people got on Twitter by the looks of it because I don't see a lot of people posting. So they're either all at the event or just not on my feed. Just having a look. Some wicked pictures and stuff from the event.
Yeah. Keep in mind there's probably a bunch of people that wouldn't normally be in the wait list from the Comic-Con, eh?
Yeah, that's true. It's got 1 minute 58. I want to see what this does in the aftermarket. Could it go as low as 65 gems?
Bloody hope so.
Yeah, I'm
going to be sniping for sure. I got 90 gems.
Could people dump it at the beginning?
Yeah. I got 90 gems on my account, and if I can get up to 90 or less, I'll pick it up. and I'll figure it out for the comic on Monday. I'm not going for the Magneto and Professor X, so I'm not bothered by that.
Let me pull this. No, I'm not bothered by that one, I must admit. The Professor X is the better out of the two. But yeah, that's not my cup of tea, really, neither. It's a bit of a funny drop. I don't mind it, but I prefer animations on all my drops.
Yeah.
Looks like everyone's got an
L.
L. Hello, Wes. Good to see you, mate. Everyone's got an L. My son and I caught the L's. So everyone has literally got L's today. We're just waiting for the rebound to pop up. Sorry, we're not saying much. We're both glued to our phones right now, paying extra attention. Looking.
That's why you can't see me, because I'm kind of relying on my phone light just to get some decent lighting in my room.
Yeah, well, I prefer doing it on my phone because the web app's not. It's not really my cup of tea trying to do drops and stuff. I'm so much quicker at backing in and out on the phone.
Now, is this if there's rebounds, will that just pop up, or do I need to back out?
Should just pop up, but sometimes it's better to back out. But yesterday I weren't really paying attention, so it popped up, and I weren't really looking to see how quick it popped up. And yesterday, when they popped up as well, they stayed up till they were sold out.
Yeah.
Well, the button never went away again. Come on.
I'm not optimistic here, but I'm going to try.
No, I'm not. I must admit. Oh, buy now.
Got one, baby. Let's. Nah, error.
Oh, failed. Mother.
Yeah, well, you win some, you lose some.
No way.
Yeah, sold out, mate. Too bad.
So close. No.
I wish they'd sort that out as well, you know, the buy now coming back up when there's none left.
Yeah, that's annoying. No. Oh, man. Wow, have you seen the rare model grin price? Mogul grin. It's $11.50 now. I wonder if they're all like that because the party's over. Yeah. I wonder if they're all like that. Yeah, the ultra rare's 20 gems. Where's the other one? Let me see if I can find this somewhere. That is cheap. I just stumbled upon that then. It just come up with Mogul Grin. Mogul Grin's down to 145, the secret rare. That must be because the party's done now, so the utility's over, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I think they're going to be worth having for the VEVE-verse with everything that Ron English has been going on about with his little Delusionville. He's been sort of picking that up quite a lot.
I still reckon you'll get a board for it, yeah.
Yeah, I reckon you're probably right for that.
That might just be for holding it. But yeah, that's crazy. That's dumped crazy just because the party's finished.
Yeah, it's always the same way, though, isn't it? I mean, that's why I always sell. Like, I don't keep stuff for airdrops. I sold my Planet Hulk for like $180 and it's down to like $30 or something.
Yeah, well, I sold my first pencil the other day and I've got to buy that back.
Yeah, I sold all my pencils too.
I collected all of them so far, but I'm still going to try and go for the desk, so I need to buy it back. But
Do you reckon it's worth it, though, for the desk?
I don't know. I've got all of my pencils on drop pretty much and then sold the items, and I'm probably at about 80 gems, like all in. That's probably how much it's cost me. Taking away like what I've sold the drops for and everything. I would say mine's cost probably 60 to 80 gems for the desk. Like if you work it out on an average. So it's not too bad. It's not as much as like some of the other airdrops have been, like the Hulk, for instance, or Namor and all that. It's not been that pricey. So for 80 gems, I think it's going to be worth 80 gems. So I don't think it's too bad. But I did sell my Wreck-It Ralph one, and I'm not sure where that's sat right now.
Yeah, I sold mine too.
Just waiting for this to come on. Is it 10 minutes, do we say?
10 minutes, yeah. So
just waiting for the market to open.
3 minutes for the market. Oh, I hope I can pick one up cheap. Come on.
Yeah, so do I must admit.
I hope you're right with your 80 to 90 price prediction.
Yeah, I hope they go less. I've got to be honest. I really hope everyone just thinks, yeah, we'll take a quick double our money and go.
Yeah, everyone's going to look at it and go, toki doki, little kid stuff. I'm just going to, sell it for $50.
That's what happens, I must admit.
Because that's the difference between the
that's the VEVE logo there, isn't it? The silver one.
That's the difference between these
Another
kaijus
1,000.
and the Dragon Girls, is that the Dragon Girl comes under the Simone Legno license rather than the Tokidoki one, you know?
Yeah. I'm just looking at who's got any listed, if anyone's got any listed yet. I can't believe they've done that. They give another one out with that. That's quite funny, I must admit. I thought, if anything, they'd just make a new one and give it out to like some of the people that didn't get one.
I'll tell you what, man, if I, well, yeah, I mean, Arcade should have got one for sure. Well, you know, like the story he was telling yesterday, he 100% should have been sent one of them.
So should my collectibles should have had one, really.
But I'll tell you what, man, if I go to Paris in January and I don't get squat, I'm going to be a little bit dirty about that.
There won't be nothing there because I think that's not an event. And the other one's sitting at $5,000 still. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Because I think that's just a meetup event. I'm not sure that's an actual event.
Okay.
Like a VEVE event. It could be. But from what I was told, I thought it was just like a meetup.
Yeah, I heard somebody say that it's more of a crypto thing than a VEVE thing, and they're just going to be there, you know. But look, I'll be happy to just meet some of the team.
If they are, you can just literally try and jump in with the team and try and drag them to Disney World or something. That's my plan. Anyway.
I'm going to rock up. I'm going to go, hey, you going? Duck and cover. They're all going to go, oh, God, this guy.
Yeah, probably. Come on, where are you? I'm waiting for this to load up. I want to see what happens with it. Should be coming up any minute, shouldn't it?
Come on. All right, try and snipe this bad boy.
Yeah, I want to see what happens with it. I must admit.
All right, what do we got? 78. I'll take it.
78.
If I can get it.
That could go down.
Nah, didn't get it.
Oh, that's gone up already.
99. Bollocks. 140. Yeah.
Already gone there. Give it an hour. It might come down. It's normally straight away. It comes down once they get delivered.
100.
Number 56 is out there. 95's out there. Oh, is that 50? 52's out there.
Oh, Deadcoin's got one. You lucky sod, you.
Oh, did someone get one?
Yeah, Deadcoins.
So I'm just looking at the market now. One's gone to 98.
Oh, I got to change my settings here, so I got a chance.
So yeah, personally, I think that's going to go lower.
I hope you're right.
I think that's going to go a bit lower yet. 1 second, let me have a look. It's 115, so it's going up.
Yeah, it's kind of bouncing up and down for the moment.
Yeah, I'm just trying to have a look. 1 second. Congratulations, Deadcoins. Got a gold Tokidoki. Congratulations on that. What are you going to do, brother? Are you going to sell that or are you going to keep it? Or what's your selling price if you are selling it? Or are you going to try and sell it right now and then take the easy profit and then buy back in later? Or what's your plan? Just having a quick look. So it's still on 109. It's on 100 now. I'm hoping that's going to go down to where I thought it was, to about 90, 80.
He's going to hold it.
He's going to hold it, is he? Hold. Well done, mate. Did you buy the other Tokidoki yesterday by any chance?
Oh,
just out of interest. And what did you get on that one? So I remember you brought a couple of them, but I'm not sure how many you went for. I'm going to keep an eye on the Tokidoki prices anyway, because that drop's not actually sold out yet. It's not far off. Or at least I don't think it's sold out yet.
Come on, someone listed for 90.
Yeah, so that one's still available right now. So worst case, I think that will sell out after the week's done. Just take one look. One second, duck and cover. I'll be with you in 2 seconds, mate.
Yeah, sorry, chat. We're both sitting here trying to snag one.
I hear that. I was just looking now. There's 114, and they all look like bot listings. You noticed that so far?
Oh, I didn't even look.
Few of them. Yeah, quite a few of them are no-name private listings, private accounts by the looks of this.
Well, people are buying them for these prices, so
yeah, they are getting snapped up, I think. There's 64 on. I'm not sure how many's waiting to be delivered. Let me just check if they're all out. Yeah, they're all out. All out, all delivered, and there's only 64 on floor. So right now the floor should be going down, but it looks like they're all delivered. So this possibly could be the floor.
yeah.
What have we got in there? And I have not got enough for that right now. Oh, it's going
I've
up.
only got
It's
91,
going up.
so it's
I
just
could have
out of my
done.
reach.
I know. I needed the tiniest bit more.
102, come on.
I'm 86, so I need the tiniest bit more. 1 second, I'm looking.
Mate, I love this app.
Just looking. Yeah, I do. And 106 again. Hoping someone's going to be kind and they're going to drop me one for 80. I'm not sure if
You
that's
mean
going to
drop
happen.
me one for 80? Yeah, so that's today's drops done and dusted. Now I'm just waiting for Monday. So who in the chat is going for these next two? Oh, you're buying 179 for 110. Okay. Deadcoin's hit SR yesterday as well. Good for you.
No worries. Sorry, I was just talking to my nephew just come in the room.
No, you're good, man.
1
You're good.
second. What else is going on? Sean, I ended up buying 179 meant for 110. What do you mean? You meant to buy one at 110 or the mint was? Oh, yeah, you mean the mint was 1110.
Bollocks. Somebody just listed for 89 and I missed it.
Secret rare on drop yesterday. Yeah, of course you did. Let me have a look. Well done on that one, by the way. So yeah, I don't blame you for holding secret rare yesterday. The gold today, it definitely knew you were waiting. Yeah, a lot of people. I'm looking at the VEVE feed right now on the app, and there's a lot of people not very happy.
What do they expect, mate? I mean, 410 editions. Everyone's going for it. Of course, you're going to take it.
It's all bots. You can't complain. This is all bots. There's 500 on the app. I mean, 410 for sale. How can you say this is all bots? It's just a lot of people going for this. There's at least 2,000 people probably going for this drop. So yeah,
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people saying no one's selling them yet. So it seems a bit odd. 1 second. I was hoping it was going to go lower than that, but it don't look like it's going to, does it?
It looks like about $100 is going to be the floor, around about 100, 120.
120. Yeah, it's hit 120 now. And what drops? Do we have any drops tomorrow? We don't, do we?
Isn't tomorrow the X-Men?
Oh, yeah, X-Men.
Professor
tomorrow,
X
yeah,
and Magneto.
So I will stream that one, but I'm not sure I'm going to go for them. That's probably an aftermarket, if anything, because the Magneto's, I would say, is worse than Professor X. And I would say Magneto's definitely not selling out. Professor X possibly could, but for 40 gems, and we've got a bunch more drops, and still X-Men, we've still got Monday or whatever. I don't think that's going to sell out. There's 2,666 editions.
I don't think it's going to sell out.
And do we have any more tomorrow? So that's the yeah, we've got Ron English tomorrow. Now that's
going to be worth going for, I reckon.
Yeah, that's definitely worth going for. And that's 2,800 editions for 2 different covers. And I believe it was $6.99. Yeah, $6.99 as well. And Ron English is at New York Comic Con, so I'm definitely sure there's physicals there. In fact, I think this is a physical partnership, right? These comics.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, it is, because he did say that there's like 24 extra pages that are only going to be in the VV digital version.
So we'll definitely do that one, because that's a good drop, I must admit. That's an absolute smashing drop, and I love Ron English. I will try and get a half video. I literally writ the script for that and everything, that video. I've just not got around to doing it.
Yeah,
It's just been that sort of a week this week where I've been struggling to keep up. And then I've been kind of streaming the live streams as well. So
it's just going up. It's at 145.
Yeah, I was just thinking that 145 already. That screen does not show the real price anymore. So it went from 98, as you can see, guys, to 145, just like that. So yeah, not a lot of people selling that. I wonder how many of the people at Con got that drop. I must admit, because no one looks like they want to sell that drop. Been
I hope some of them.
on
I hope
floor
some
most
people.
of the time.
I hope some people from the con got the drop because that's going to get them interested, man. $35 turned into 150 just like that.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that is a good way of thinking.
170, my mistake.
I'm hoping that'll be the same with the X-Men. I think the commons will go no less than 30 gems. I'm hoping.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do some flipping and work my way up to this one.
Uncommon's probably going to go for 20, 25. And then the rest are going to be upwards. I think the secret rare is going to land at about 800, I think.
Right, Deadcoin's saying that all of his family went for the drop and he's the only one that hit.
Oh, at least he got it. 1 second. We'll come back to you. I was just looking at
I'm happy for you, Deadcoins.
Deadcoins, I am. All of my family does VEVE. I was the only one that hit it. I'm not surprised, to be honest. It was only a small number of drop. It was very unlikely you were going to land this drop, let's face it.
For sure.
And then even with the bots that were involved, it definitely weren't going to be easy either way. I mean, it's a good drop, but I can't pay that much money for it, and I don't think I would. I'd pay anything up to about 80 to 90 gems. Even if I had the money, I don't think I'd go to 160 for it. Personally, I'm not. What about you, Dukkencuvva? Would you, if you had the money?
I would, mate. You know I would.
I asked you. That's why I asked you, because I knew you would. Whereas I don't think I would for that item. It's 165 now. Shooting up. Up. I wonder where that
hopefully this is just a pump before the dump.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to keep going much longer, I must admit. So, yeah, I don't think that'll be going much longer. Well, I can't buy any of them then. So,
just gives me some extra gems to spend. That's all good.
Well, we'll come back. I'll come back and do tomorrow's streams if anyone's interested in that drop. I'm probably not going to buy it. I might buy it in the aftermarket if it's cheap enough. But I honestly don't think they're going to be good drops to go for, I must admit.
No.
What about you? You're not going for them?
No. If I'm going to get one, it's going to be from the market for sure.
So with that, I'll probably end the stream there if that's all right with you, Dukkencuvva.
Yeah, right you are. Just one last little Planet Vampire. Missed out on the drop.
Seeing that. Go on, do you want to read it?
Yeah, looking forward to the Ron English. All right, missed the drop, picked up a Little Mermaid poster for 110. That's not too bad, that, I reckon.
Some people have been looking at the market still.
Yeah.
Trying to get.
Yeah, I think I'm really looking forward to that Ron English one as well, Vampire. I've never been a huge Ron English fan. Not saying that I didn't like him. I'm just saying, it wasn't something that I paid attention to until Bob put out his video about Ron the other day, and I found out exactly like how big of a deal he is. And I always did like it. I just didn't expect it to do much. I just didn't realize how big this guy was. But out of all the Ron English we've got on the app, I think that comic tomorrow is the one that interests me more than anything else they've dropped, personally.
Yeah, I'm personally going for that comic, and I think that will sell out instantly. There's only 3,000 editions, pretty much.
Yeah, that's 100% going to sell, especially with him saying that it is going to tie into the VEVE-verse. I mean, he said that twice now. And
he's all at the event and everything like that. And then they've just had that New York party as well with the Ron English stuff. So that's probably made them even more hyped, especially if you're at the event in a way. So yeah, it should be a good drop. So we'll come back for that one. So is there anything else you want to say that I can cover before we go?
No, just thanks to everybody who came in, because I mean, we know that Vault's streaming today, which is so, you know, coming to this stream, spending a bit of time with us, really, really appreciated. And sorry for the guys who took L's like us. Congratulations to Deadcoins. And yeah, I guess we'll catch you another time.
No worries, everyone. Take care, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. I love you lots. This time next year, we will be millionaires. A peace.